Hey everyone, it's Michelle Joy, and I am here with day 1 of Vlogmas. Yay! I kind of have stuff planned for every day, but it's also subject to change depending on, you know, if I manage to clean a room in a day like I want to, or if something comes up or whatnot. So, we'll see how that goes. um, but I just wanted to do kind of an intro to me, to what I'm hoping to do with Vlogmas, and just let you guys get to know me a little better, because I'm sure a lot of you don't. Well, this may get multiple views, and those viewers may not know me. So let's get started. Like I said, I'm Michelle Joy. I am the oldest of 3 children. I have a sister and then a brother, going down in age. I'm a military brat, Air Force. So I was born in a birthing hospital in El Paso, Texas, but we lived in Alamogordo, New Mexico. Moved to Bolling Air Force Base, DC. Moved to Tullahoma, Tennessee, where my sister was born. Moved to Hanscom Air Force Base, Massachusetts, where my brother was born. Moved to Montgomery, Alabama. Moved to Crestview, Florida. Moved to Hickam Air Force Base, Hawaii. Moved to Springfield, Virginia, about 10-ish miles south of DC, I think. And then I came down to Tampa for school, and I've been living in the Tampa area for ever since '06. It's been a while. This house that I'm currently sitting in is the first time in my life that I have lived somewhere 4 years straight. Everywhere else, we've only gone up to 3 years, if that. This was a big milestone for me, and something I've been dreaming of for years. Some of the things I wanted haven't happened yet. I don't have a place for everything and know where everything is yet, but I'm working on it. One of my big things this month is to organize and clean basically the whole house, using kind of a blend of the KonMari method, but kind of going more room by room than like all papers and stuff, just because it's easier for me to like close the door on a room and like, okay, I'm done. But using her information, if you watched my closet organizing video the other day, using some tips and whatnot from Kate Patterson, the Organized Soprano, and just some other various organizers and shows and ideas. So that's a decent chunk of my December, and therefore a decent chunk of my Vlogmases will be sped up cleaning, organizing, and then a tour of the space. So that's that. Tomorrow you'll be learning all about my cats. We have 6, my fiance and I. That's another thing. I'm engaged. Coming up on the 1 year, 20th will be 1 year since I proposed. So I'm gonna kind of make that this is our story sort of day for Vlogmas-ish. I don't know. That's a plan, but we'll see what happens, like I said. So with the 6 cats, I figured you guys might be interested in getting to know everybody and where they all came from and whatnot. So look forward to that tomorrow. Obviously, cleaning's a big thing. Oh, workouts are going to be a big thing because I'm a Beachbody coach, Beachbody fan, bleed blue, all that good stuff. I just love it. And I'm wrapping up a program, finally finishing up Muscle Burns Fat Advanced. Still not sure what I'm doing after that. And then starting on the 21st of December, but I'll order my stuff either late the 6th or early on the 7th for 9-week Control Freak, which is going to be our newest program. And that'll be the 7th is when it comes out for coaches, and the 21st is when it comes out for customers, VIP. And then in, I think, May is when it comes out on Beachbody On Demand. I play The Sims 4. May show a little bit of that, but not likely, just because I watch too many people who are really good at I am a librarian at you may see my work office on one of the days that I'm on campus, and maybe some of the campus. It all depends on weather and how I'm feeling. And really just some other random stuff, I think. Stuff I can't remember, so it'll be a surprise to you and me right now. I hated fitness up until I started with Beachbody in 2014. And, well, technically I started the first time in 2008 with P90X. And made it through 2 of the 3 phases, and then we moved. And, moving furniture counts, and then we just kind of fell off our plan, and which sucked because there were a bunch of us doing it together, and that makes it so much easier. I did it again by myself early 2009. Again, made it through 2 phases and got sick and did not get back to it. Really sick. So that was pretty bad. Then in 2014, P90X3 was coming out, and I was like, that's it. I'm gonna start P90X3, when the first Monday of the year, which is the 6th, was the 6th. And a bunch of people joined me again, which was awesome. And we did an entire year of P90X3. I'm not going to stay in order because I don't remember, but I've done P90X1, or original, P90X2, P90X3, 21-Day Fix, 21-Day Fix Extreme, Size, Insanity, Master's Hammer and Chisel, 80-Day Obsession, a lot of Morning Meltdown 100, some of Bar Blend. I'm positive I'm missing others. Body Beast, a bunch of them, basically. For a while, I was going to do every single program because we used to get individual shirts or socks or whatever for finishing a program. Oh, that's another one I did. Brazil Butt Lift Master Series, Brazil Butt Lift Carnival, and I think there was another Brazil Butt Lift one. Really loved those. That kind of gets costly when you're sending everybody multiple shirts a year as a business. So they decided instead it's just gonna be the shirt for 2020 and the shirt for 2021 instead of one for each program. So that kind of killed my fire to do every single one. I still may throughout the years, though it's also going to get harder as we add more. But you can still get it. They've got it so that if you're in the first couple of groups doing the new program and you turn in your results, you will get that program's shirt. So that's awesome that they didn't totally do away with it. I love chocolate and mint things. I have a lot of mental issues with insomnia, depression, anxiety, the occasional PTSD, OCD, a decent bit on the autism spectrum. I think everyone's somewhat on the spectrum, but I am more awkward than not. I am obsessed with workout clothes. I love cats, which is really funny because before I got Sierra in 2008, she's my first cat. I had always grown up with dogs, and we had some little critters. We had gerbils, hamsters, hermit crabs, took care of a guinea pig. Hedgehogs were awesome. I had a second hedgehog in high school, and unfortunately, he passed before I moved off campus and was able to bring him down to Florida. I am obsessed with Lord of the Rings and various other fantasy epics. I love the Kingkiller Chronicles, of which we have 2 out, The Name of the Wind and A Wise Man's Fear. Really a big fan of Patrick Rothfuss. I'm a Buffy fan. I want to write stories, but I've just had some terrible writer's block that I really can't come up with anything that gets me to stick with writing. And if you're not, yes, I need to just free write until something comes and like write every day, but I'm trying to do so many different things, some of which I'll talk about this month, like the Miracle Morning, cold showers thanks to Jesse Harless. Hal Elrod is the one with Miracle Morning. 75 Hard with Andy Frisella. Trying to read more, I'm doing the Happiness Project experience with Gretchen Rubin, and I've got a great group of accountability buddies for that. Accountability buddies are fantastic for workouts as well. I've got my groups, and if you want to be in, you don't have to be doing Beachbody to be in. They're free to be in, and I'm cheering you on either way, but I get to cheer you on more if you tell me each day when you post, or each day when you work out, like, hey, I did it, and then I'm like, yay! It's a bit more than that, but it's nice to know that people are cheering you on. It's nice to know that if you skip a few days, someone's gonna check on you and make sure everything's okay. I am a fan of Harry Potter. I am not a fan of Rowling. This is a place of safety, a place of where everyone is welcome. So I don't tolerate hate speech. I don't tolerate anti-trans, anti-LGBTQIA+. I don't stand for hate. So if you're here to do that, I'm gonna hide your comments, so no one will see them. That's why I'm not a fan of Rowling anymore. I love setting goals. With depression, I don't always hit all the goals I want to, but I try. I'm working hard, and even if I don't hit the goals, I get closer to them than if I hadn't tried. That's not an excuse. I still aim to finish all of them, but life gets in the way, like COVID. For anyone watching this in the future, we are still in the COVID pandemic, as I believe we will be for quite some time. There's not going to be many gatherings in my Vlogmas, like tops 6 friends, and even then it's kind of pushing it for me. I've become kind of super germaphobe with all of this. I was already an introvert that can act extroverted when I do, but not up for groups right now. Speaking of groups, I am in the Society for Creative Anachronism, or the SCA. Boiled down definition is a historical reenactment group that doesn't reenact we play for ourselves. We'll do demos of like fighting and stuff, but we don't reenact any particular things. We use names that could have been people back then, but don't have to be. And through that, I do quite a bit of hobbies, including rapier fencing. Haven't done that in a while. I should be practicing so that whenever we do get back together, I'm not a total poop show, but for some reason, I can get myself to do Beachbody workouts through depression most of the time. It's really hard for me to get myself up off my butt to practice fencing, to really do any other workouts. And even Beachbody workouts suffer due to depression and malaise and whatnot. I do go to talk therapy, and I am on medication. One of my things that I'd like to do in my life is help end the stigma against medication, against getting help. It's not weakness to need assistance. It's not weakness to need medications, because we're missing chemicals. Sometimes you need store-bought neurotransmitters. That's all. Aspiring plant mom, I'll probably show my plants in some video, assuming they thrive again from one skipped week of watering poops. I think that's it for now, because I'm rambling and there's no need for that. But until tomorrow, have a good one and happy Vlogmas!